So the conference had a session on patient registries, and for rare diseases, gathering a sufficient amount of patients together to really study the disease can be very challenging. The advantage of patient registries is that you're able to accumulate a large amount of information on many patients and many different sites. And it also allows the opportunity for biobanking. And so there are several registries that have flourished over the last several years. In the United States, there are two registries. One is the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation Patient Registry. There is another IPF registry that is sponsored by Duke and funded by Boehringer Ingelheim, which also has many patients in it and also has biobanking as well. Additionally, there are registries in Europe and they're all over the world, actually. And there are some registries, such as the Profile database that's out of the University of Nottingham, that's really looking at developing and validating biomarkers that we might be able to use for clinical trials in the future.
So I think through the many sessions that I did attend, we began to realize how very important it is to have our patients not only involved for themselves, but to become part of these registries, which are connected nationally and globally. Through these registries, it offers many, many clinicians the opportunity to utilize the same set of data in which we can hopefully find some of the answers for pulmonary fibrosis in the future.
So one of the messages that came out of the conference was actually directed towards the patients themselves. So we know that IPF and several of the other fibrotic interstitial lung diseases are considered rare diseases by the NIH. That means that not that many people in the US has these diseases, even though older individuals tend to get IPF, and it could be more common in older individuals. So the message to the patients was, in order to advance research, if each patient kind of needs to be their own advocate in terms of advancing the science of the disease, and ways that of patient engagement are not just in participation in clinical trials, but also participation in registries and clinical studies where the patient's health is tracked over a number of months or years. And there's a number of registries that are in existence, both ones that are directed to certain research questions, but also those directed specifically for the disease. And so that was one of the messages that I thought was important for the patients to hear, that mirrored what physicians and researchers need in order to advance study of this disease.